Alright guys, Buelim here, back with more Judgment. It's night time now. It's a bit earlier than I've started the last few nights. It's 12:30, but it's still a bit earlier. Yeah, pretty much got what I wanted to get done. Finished editing the Mass Effect 2 video and got a start to Mass Effect 3, so... Yeah, and like, by the point that was that. So essentially what I did with Mass Effect 3 is I edited the audio of all the non-narrative based part of the video, which is like the first 6.5 minutes. Most of the video is about narrative. So I just did the audio of that and then fully edited. Where am I going? But yeah, then fully edited parts. Oh, this is just the roof. I'm a fucking idiot, right? Yeah. Yeah, I fully edited parts. The intro, the prologue section, which is about like a minute and a half or whatever. Like fully edited as an audio and video. Fuck. Okay, so is it just somewhere around here? And at that point, I was like, I think we're good for tonight. And the reason I did that, because normally I would just like edit both video and audio as I go along. However, I kind of realized that so much of the Mass Effect video, this isn't her, right? Is it on? Wait, is it on the second floor then? I realized like so much of the like non-narrative based sections of the Mass Effect 3 video are kind of just like jumping around between a billion different things to the point where I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna bother editing that now. I might as well wait until I gotta get all the narrative stuff first. That way I know the footage, I know the I essentially know what to use better by that point, so that's what I'm currently planning on doing. Video's long. I mean, it's a long video. The raw recording was an hour and 1 minute.
So then she's at his office?
Yes, but I think they
I'm expecting it to be around 40.
Gotcha. Thanks.
We'll see. So my Mass Effect 1 video was 20 minutes. Mass Effect 2 is 26 minutes. Or 25, 27 or something like that.
What the?
So that's her when she was in high school?
Hey.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean that's that. Pretty content with what I did there. In the background I did I finished Cowboy Bebop, which I watched half of. I think it was not even last week, I think it was 2 weeks ago, right? But yeah, finished it. And also finished Challenge Season 6. Mind you, I only had like 2 episodes left. 2 episodes and then a reunion, but fuck it, I finished it. So that's something too.
Pardon.
Fuck's that guy?
Yagami-san. Those men are with the Kanagawa police. They said they're here to make inquiries about Mikoshiba-kun's disappearance.
And they asked to see Sawa-sensei too?
Yes. But I have to ask, can you tell me what's really going on? You were asking questions about Mikoshiba-kun as well.
I should leave it to the police to fill you in on that. I mean, their sources are probably more recent than mine. They should have the latest details.
Mikashiba-kun is no longer with us, is he? And it's just as I feared.
I wonder how heavy this game gets on the filler. Because, like, so far, I've been enjoying Lost Judgment. But I've heard that it gets very fillery. Oh, is that the end of chapter 2? Okay. Huh. That was a short... Oh, maybe that wasn't, actually. Because I think that was, like, a good 2 hours.
2 months ago, a young man named Hiro Mikashiba went missing during his stint as a student teacher. Mikashiba quickly becomes the center of attention when his rotting corpse is discovered. And Yagami scours the school for any clues left behind. Rumor has it, Mikashiba drove a classmate to suicide in his student days. A rumor that the school faculty is seemingly unable to deny.
Yeah, so... I do work the next 2 days. The plan is to use my time, like my off time over the next 2 days, to work on the Mass Effect 3 video, and get to a point where I can finish it on Monday. Then, I'm trying to think. So Tuesday I work.
Yagami-san, why are you still here?
Because I care. Now, if you're open to the idea, you think we could walk and talk?
Why? So you can grill me with more questions? You realize the police just finished doing that, yes?
I figured they'd come knocking sooner or later.
I'm trying to
You
think.
knew
So
Mikashiba-kun was murdered, didn't you? And that's why you've been snooping around our school.
You're not wrong, but can we please take this elsewhere?
what was I saying? I already forgot. And Monday, I would like to get that done. Wednesday. So essentially, by the end of next week, I want to have the Mass Effect 3 video,
If you knew Mikashiba was
and the
murdered,
Mass Effect
why didn't you tell
trilogy
me up
or
front?
squad mate ranking
Because
videos
that information's not public.
done.
Didn't the police ask you to keep quiet about it?
That way, all the Mass Effect videos,
Yes.
well, except for
Even
Andromeda,
so.
but Andromeda's its own separate
What sort
thing.
of questions were they asking?
Like all the videos that are using the Mass Effect trilogy
I thought I was
footage
supposed
are
to keep
done, and those
quiet.
are out of the way, and
Cute.
that'll clean up a lot.
Now I'm
Like
going to
that's like
ask you one
200
last
gigs on
time.
my fucking
Please
hard drive
stay
right now,
off
on
our
my
campus.
internal
You
hard
don't
drive that I can
belong
get rid
here.
of at that point. So
I mean, what if you end up injuring a
yeah,
student?
I mean that'll
It would be
clean up a
nightmare
lot.
for all of us.
No
And that way I
one's
can get all
getting
that done.
injured. All that's
Then
water
I
under the
think
bridge.
so obviously
Is that
Survivor
so?
41
Yeah, and I should
challenge,
probably mention,
all that
I'm the
stuff
new
is
advisor of the
coming to a
Mystery Research
head
Club.
in
I
the
have
next
the
week.
chairman's
So
approval
that
of
will be
everything. So it looks like
things
I
I
have, a place
have
here
to
after all.
record
What?
there.
Since when?
I think we're getting sidetracked here. Did the police ever mention a suspect?
No. All they told me was what happened to Mikashiba-kun. That he's no longer a missing person. That he's dead. And was dumped in a derelict building.
My condolences.
That was all we found out. The police were the ones asking the questions, not us. They hardly gave us room to breathe.
Yeah, sounds like an interrogation, all right.
Is there anything else?
Actually, there is. I'd like to know your thoughts on Mikashiba-kun's killer.
What?
For example, take Akihiro Ehara, a man who took this school to court over his son's suicide. Mikashiba came up even
And
then.
yeah, I'll probably
As a
try
culprit
to
bearing
get
some
caught up on the
responsibility for that.
Judgment video if I have time.
Ihara-san? But he got
Like
arrested
write
for
everything
that
but the
groping
Lost
incident at
Judgment
the train
section,
station.
obviously.
Some police really are keeping
Um,
their lips sealed.
which I've
Must
written
you
the
always
intro
be so cryptic?
It's
at this
possible
point.
Ehara-san
And I have done my research
Mikashiba's
on
murder.
Dead Souls as well.
What?
Despite being
So again, like
incarcerated
Dead
for 2
Souls,
months,
Fist of
he
North
knew
Star Judgment,
exactly where
First
the corpse
Judgment,
would be.
I can do.
He
Obviously,
revealed
I'll have to
it
wait
upon
for
being
Lost Judgment though.
sentenced.
But
This was before
again, it
the
won't be as in
Kanagawa police had
depth
even ID'd
of
the
a
body.
video though.
Then... Was it really Ehara-san?
The court would say being in jail is about as solid an alibi as you can get. But he could be connected somehow.
How do you know all this, Yagami-san?
I'd tell you, but I showed you one of my cards, so now it's your turn.
Huh?
I've heard you weren't as big a fan of Mikoshiba as you led me to believe. That true?
This again.
You knew he was
It's
a
so
bully all
weird that
along.
they just didn't render these
Yesterday, you told me
cutscenes.
he wasn't the type. I just want to get the story straight here. Did you have a sudden change of heart? Or were you lying to me for some reason?
It's not that simple.
Because what they're still
One more
rendering
thing I
them
learned
talking
today.
in the
It was
moving,
Miko
so like,
Shiba who turned
why
the
not just
basketball
actually make it a
against
cutscene?
Toto-san. Pretty sadistic for a would-be teacher, don't you think?
That's enough.
Like, did
Then
they
it's not
just
a
do like
stretch to say
facial
he probably
capture? Is that
was a
what it
major
is?
factor in the death of Ahara's son 4 years ago? And I think it's also safe to assume you know more than you're letting on, right? This is murder we're talking about here. Lies aren't doing anyone any
Actually-
favors.
His name was Toshiro.
Sorry?
Is this
Everyone
English?
keeps saying Ehara's son. Like he's just
Did
another
they mocap
statistic.
this in English?
He had a name, for heaven's sake.
I just
Toshiro.
realized that. I think that's what's
Right.
going on here.
I'm sorry.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have papers to grade.
I think, yeah, they mocapped it in English.
Sawa-sensei, please.
Is that why? That's so fucking weird.
9 o'clock tonight. I'll be at Plage on Izazaki Road.
We'll finally have a real talk.
Something like that.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with these games at this point. Where am I going? It is funny to me though that Yakuza Dead Souls is literally just Yakuza 4 but with zombies.
Kaito-san. So I just left the school, and tonight I'm... Wait, where are you?
Third stop of our bar crawl, that's where. I thought work was done for the night.
Licking the wounds of rejection, huh? Is the 99 gang with you?
Just Sugiura. Tsukumo said he had to get back to the
Yeah,
office.
tomorrow my
Kinda
recasting
insisted.
video comes out.
Computer crash or something?
Recasting Ghost Island, which is a video I've had done
Something
since
about a
January,
bug
so
going haywire.
that's something.
I pretty much tuned it out, man. Anyway, you gonna come take his place?
Nah, I gotta stay sober. I'm meeting Sawa-sensei in a bit.
But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty
God damn it, man, you are
happy with the
killing
work I
me
got
today.
done this week. I got what,
Just
like
simmer
4
down.
videos
This
edited
is work, not
in the
whatever it is you're
last
doing.
4 days,
And I
5
oughta come
days,
be your
maybe,
backup. Where we headed?
something like that,
I think
right?
I need a drunk co-pilot.
What day did I do
Not one
the?
back for me.
Yeah, that was
I better not find out you
no, that was
got it
Monday,
all.
right? That I got caught up on 41. Was that Monday or was that Friday? I don't remember anymore. I think it was Monday. Yeah, because Friday I was still writing it. Yeah, so it was Monday. So that's actually really good then, because I got caught up on 41 and also did 4 videos over the course of this last week. So that's really fucking good, actually. Next week won't be as good, especially because like the videos I'm editing are longer, like in the Mass Effect video. I don't even know how I'm going to put together the squad mate ranking. We'll see, I guess. Where am I going? Ah, fuck. Wait, what? No, that was right.
Great. More of them.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. That looked so dumb.
Really, guys?
Should I, let's think about listening to podcasts, but, nah. What? I tried to jump. Oh, whatever. This is so glitchy. The fucking skateboard riding.
Why is this always
I don't know why, but this music reminds me of fucking The Challenge. Like the mid-school seasons of The Challenge, I would have like this sort of music playing that they just don't play anymore. It is so weird how much The Challenge has changed even in like the last like 4 seasons. I guess like War of the Worlds is probably like the point where everything's changed for The Challenge, but it's like I don't know what the fuck they're doing with the main show. It's like because like All Stars is like really strong. Like I mean, season 1 like had its faults in the sense that the cast, like half the cast didn't seem to give a shit. But it's like this season is like seeming to rectify that, and like I feel like in terms of the production choices that have been made, like I feel like they're making all the choices that I would want them to make. So I don't know, it's just weird that they're not doing it at the main show. He's like clearly like they know what to do. They're just not doing
wasn't
it
happy about you going solo, you know.
he'll live.
for the main show.
He can cry about it to Sugiura.
So he does. Anyway, I couldn't help but notice Skandalaw bending your ear earlier. Anything important?
Right. I haven't filled you in yet, have I?
So a policeman arrested for sexual battery might have actually been involved in a murder? Fascinating, if not perplexing.
Yeah. And its roots could very well be Serio High School, where a student was driven to suicide 4 years ago. In fact, the motive for this murder may even be revenge. Tsukumo, could you find any mention of that suicide online for me?
Already done, I'm afraid. Once the chairman asked us to take his case, I looked into everything on the school I could find. If memory serves, he was a third-year student who hung himself at home. The name of the deceased, Toshiro Ehara.
Yeah, that's him.
So, while I did find some murmurings about it online, nothing really substantial ever surfaced. He didn't leave a suicide note or a will, and investigators never found anything salient.
So I was right before.
His father, however, suspected there may have been a bully and promptly took Serio to court. But without enough evidence to back it up, the system more or less spit him out. Even so, the lawsuit dragged on until this year. But that level of news hardly makes a ripple online.
Yeah, I doubt it would.
And that's all the intel I've dug up regarding the case. Huh?
What's that sound?
I'm testing a system I've been tinkering with. Thought I'd fixed this bug already.
A system for what?
Well, it predicts the occurrence of crimes.
It predicts crime? No way.
Perhaps that was a bit of hyperbole, but it does come pretty close. Essentially, this system is designed to monitor and detect danger zones within a specific area. The city itself, to be exact.
That still sounds pretty amazing.
If you say so. I basically cobbled it together out of pre-existing tech. Yagami-shi, do you remember when I used my chatter search program for you not too long ago?
Oh yeah, that was a real trip. Pretty much hacked Chatter to see an entire social network of plans.
Yep. And this system I've developed is a souped-up version of that. Though there are substantial differences, the principle is still... how about you just try it out? We'll start with this little window. It displays all relevant chatter posts after filtering the fluff.
And these posts are all pinpointed on this map of Ijincho?
Right. It maps out where in Ijincho each specific post was made. So my AI constantly combs through Chatter's database as it updates in real time. Then it extracts only the trouble-related chatter for display on the map.
So it actively seeks out trouble? It's wild that you can program around such a vague concept.
Well, in its current iteration, the AI isn't exactly genius material yet, so it still pings some false positives.
There's something else, Tsukumo. What are you gonna use it for?
I'd like to use it for promotional purposes.
Like advertising?
Yeah, since we're still relatively new in town, we don't have the kind of rep that brings in regular business.
Oh, okay.
And that is where my buzz researcher comes into play.
Buzz researcher.
Consider the glut of trends and terms strewn across social media. These buzzwords are sometimes clues to trouble beneath the surface. So, when the system picks up one of these words and we rush over to save the day, the hope is our reputation will flourish as a result.
Damn, that's some pretty intense marketing you've got going.
Well, we probably won't be paid for impromptu cases, so this is sort of an upfront investment. But directly intervening before a situation gets out of hand will build us the brand we want. At least in theory. I'm not sure how it'll all pan out yet.
Well, I think you've got something there, Tsukumo. Mind if I give it a shot?
I thought you'd never ask. Though the system's got a long way to go by my standards. But with you as a tester, I know I'll get strong enough feedback to have this baby running in top form.
So you wanted me as your guinea pig all along.
You sure cracked that case quick. Anywho, let me get this app booted up on your phone. May I do the honors?
Go right ahead.
And that should do it. Here you are.
Okay, let's see here. This is just a big mess. How am I supposed to know where to go?
This is indeed too much noise. In fact, this is entropy in motion. This won't do it all. To solve this, we narrow down the keywords.
In other words, simplify our search?
Yeah, by manually filtering keywords, we can decrease false positives, thereby locating the right spot more accurately.
How do we do that? Does the AI do it for us?
No, not entirely. What the AI does is pick up on any keywords it deems important. Emphasis here on the word any. Meaning it'll turn out duds every now and again.
Yeah, that's still pretty busy.
And therein lies the predicament. To narrow these results down any further, we must depend on instincts, experience, and even inspiration.
So you're saying human intuition?
Precisely. Even in this day and age, human intuition will trump AI every time. That is, until we all become cyborgs. But that's getting ahead of myself. As it stands, Yagamishi, you've got the best intuition out of all of us.
Well, let's just start with a post that smells like trouble. How about this one? I can smell the trouble brewing already.
Oh, interesting. Then let's filter our results around that specific term. And there you have it. See, there's a concentration of suspicious keyword usage on this street here. As to what sort of trouble is brewing, you'll have to rely on your good old-fashioned eyeballs. Shady activity isn't always the easiest to spot, so maybe think of it as a sort of treasure hunt.
A treasure hunt for trouble, huh? Does sound right up my alley.
Doesn't it? I can already picture you out there, helping people in need until it all pays off. What could await you at the end of the trail? My heart rate is already spiking.
I'm just glad to have a helpful app for once.
You know what? That reminds me. I also have a gadget here you may find useful. Can't always be glued to your phone, right?
What is this?
It's a high-end sound collector. It boosts the volume of mid-distance sounds, making them easier to hear from farther away.
A sound collector, huh? I could use this to pick up cries for help, or even eavesdrop all over town.
That's the idea. With enhanced hearing and geolocation capabilities, you'll be a trouble terminator.
Just like I've always wanted.
Now, I do have some other gadgets in the works, but I'm still fine-tuning their UI. I'll show you soon enough.
Looking forward to that.
But I don't like
Wait, what is this?
What the hell is that? Look out, Lucas. What the... What's the matter with them? I don't know, but I don't like it. Let's get out of here. They're not even paying attention to us.
I thought it was a Plague Tale Requiem thing. Oh, actually, that'll be cool if we get that. Plague Tale Requiem. Actually, I just realized, what a fucking weird thing. I didn't realize this. So, Plague Tale Requiem's confirmed for Xbox Series X, PS5, PC, and Nintendo Switch on cloud? I didn't realize that part of it. It's like, why? Why are they bothering? Like, is the original Plague Tale even on Switch? It isn't, right? Like, unless they did it recently. So that's really bizarre. If they're doing that with, like, no PS4 version. Which, I mean, like, I'm fine with, obviously, at this point. I have a PS5, but... Still. I mean, to be honest, like, Plague Tale Requiem is probably my, third, most anticipated game next year. Like, games that are, confirmed to be coming next year. Horizon's 1, God of War 2. I would say Plague Tale's 3. I mean, obviously, Final Fantasy 16, we don't know exactly when that's coming out. Though, I would guess it's, end of next year, but it could be 2023. And then... then what was the other thing? There was another thing, too. Oh, fuck, I'm going the wrong way. But either way, those are probably my most anticipated games of next year.
Come on.
Actually, what else can we expect next year? I mean, Hogwarts Legacy maybe, but, God damn it. Alright, I guess we'll fight them.
What a waste.
Oof. So it looks like Jeff Keighley's already going on an apology thing for Activision. Use gadgets. So... Oh, they added a gadget thing?
I can hear it.
What a weird thing. Okay. Oh yeah, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection. I'm sure we'll probably see that too, considering how much stuff's been coming out with that. How do I do it again? Wait. I'm so confused. Oh, there we go. Well, that was shit. Why'd I have to go here? Whatever. Why am I doing this, by the way? Like, what is the, like, narrative reason for doing this?
Excuse me. Please. Excuse me. Yagami. Yep. Either way. Hmm? Oh. Huh?
I don't get why people are like, this is fucking dumb that people are like really upset at PlayStation because they're not putting their exclusives day one on their like streaming service. It's like, well, why would they when like people are still willing to spend full price? It's like Microsoft. It's like, again, no one gives a shit about Microsoft exclusives. What is this? Oh fuck, I wasn't paying attention. And also, it's funny to me that like people don't like recognize that Game Pass like affects the games that are on Game Pass. Like and like, to be fair, this is like a similar thing to how microtransactions just, because it really is the same thing actually. That microtransactions change how games are fundamentally made. But it's like, it's funny to me that it's like with Game Pass, like people don't realize that like the games that are going straight to Game Pass, like that are Microsoft exclusives. I mean, specifically like Halo, just very like is getting a lot of flack for like it having a really shit XP system because it's trying to sell microtransactions. Like that's the thing. Like it's like because these games are being put out for, again, quote unquote free on Game Pass, like they have to have other monetization systems within their games, which is why Halo is like having such a shit XP system and everything. While like with like if you have like a Horizon or a God of War or Spider-Man, like any of these PS4 exclusives, like because they're not going to Game Pass, and with Sony, like with them being Sony exclusives, so they don't really have much incentive to go all in on microtransactions because they're not like a third-party developer and stuff, and they're making more profit from these games. It's like, again, like it's fucking dumb. Like it's fucking dumb that people are as upset. Like I'm really I'm really at the point where it's like, who gives a shit anymore about anything? About all these like I really don't get people that are like blindly loyal to either side. Of any really of most debates. Yeah, like I do think having like a Game Pass style thing is really a net negative for the exclusives made by the company making that system, that subscription service. Because at that point they're more incentivized to base their game around microtransactions. Again, like for the games that aren't first party, then it should be like not as bad as you would assume Xbox is paying them to put their game on Game Pass, like a significant amount. But yeah. By the way, it's also funny that It Takes Two is getting sued. Is like they're not technically sued, right? But like but anyway, like Take-Two is upset at It Takes Two for their name, which is fucking dumb. I also feel like some people are like misunderstanding what's going on with it. Because like essentially what it is that with It Takes Two, like Take-Two, what, Interactive, is that what it is? But like they're essentially like they're not telling It Takes Two that, oh, you have to change your name, you can't use Take-Two. They're saying that you can't trademark that name because it's too close to our name, which is fucking dumb still. But it's not like as dumb, I guess. I mean, it's still dumb though. Alright, I think we'll end here. We'll do another episode. I guess this is part of the filler. I mean, this is definitely massive filler, but anyway, next episode continue on. For now, thanks for watching.